This is the EIS Trailblazers, the team that first went where no EIS team had gone before, the Dell 4 Pivotal Lab. They were called the EIS GCBS team. They worked individually on programs. Sometimes they talked to each other, sometimes they did not. It was not like they did not get along with each other. They worked in different technologies, had different skill sets, and also talked different languages. They worked in a development methodology called Wet Agile, a mixture of Agile and Waterfall. Then one day, they got a call to move into the Pivotal Lab.
Hey, Karthik. Hey guys, I need a minute of yours.
Yeah.
Please come closer.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to check with you guys. Are you ready to do something interesting?
Yes. What is that, Naveen?
We have an opportunity to get into the Pivotal Labs. So, are you guys game?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Why not?
When are we moving there?
We can go right now.
Wow.
So, shall we go for it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Naveen.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the Pivotal building?
The team had heard of Pivotal before.
Hey, do you know what is Pivotal?
Yeah, I think all it is about CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment.
No, I think Pivotal is all about working 9 to 5 and after that, no work.
Hey, I heard in Pivotal we have to take director's approval to go to bathroom.
I heard in Pivotal it is mandatory to do TDD, BDD and extreme programming.
Like, I think there is only one person who knows about Pivotal in Dell 4 area.
Do you know who is that?
God knows, I don't know.
Once in the lab, the first thing the team decided to do is unlearn everything they learned about Pivotal and start afresh.
I think what we need to do is we have to unlearn what we have learned about Pivotal. We need to unlearn the process, procedure and the waterfall methodology. Let's assume that we are starting from scratch.
We started working like in a startup team and we were working on product development. It's our product and we interact with the customers what exactly they want.
Instead of just giving an integration solution, we would like to understand the customer requirements and provide a good business solution.
Give out to our customers the best products, the best solution that anyone can ever give.
Then they started to experiment, starting with pairing. Balu and NK paired together. Balu knew all about MQ, NK knew all about MFT. The only language they had in common was Telugu. They switched off their mobiles, closed their emails, and engaged in an intense pairing session. After the end of the session, they were not tired, they were elated.
Message processing is very fast when you compare with the IBM So that is
NK learned more about MQ that day than he did all year. Balu had a great feeling pairing. NK wondered why never paired with Balu before. Balu wondered why NK did not think about him like that before.
Was the pairing?
Yes, very good.
What if you were asked if you want to continue this for the rest of the year? Do you recommend?
Yes.
Yes, we recommend for all the teammates.
Okay. How about the others in the team?
Yes.
Team members then started to pair with one another on programming, integration setups, mapping, design, requirement gathering, and also portfolio activities. Next, they participated in a design thinking session. They sat down with a piece of paper each and wrote down the gaps in their domain. When each was done, they moved the paper over to their neighbor and continued. Within a few minutes, they had many ideas. They discovered a new brainstorming tool which they would use later again. Next, they tackled writing effective user stories.
learn everything about business. I can set up MQ integration, but instead of what is business want to do in MQ, how I can enable them to achieve it.
They followed by practicing other techniques like team empowerment. They experimented with making decisions on their own. They even came with their own work from home and vacation policy.
Hey, all this, we are talking about work from home policy, right? So I think we all agreed upon a policy that we can take it to Shiva. Are you guys okay with this?
Yes.
Let's take it to Shiva. Okay. Hey Shiva, so the team has come up with a work from home policy and they're all agreed with it. And we just wanted to run it with you. Are you okay with that?
I mean, as long as HR does not have a problem, I'm okay with it.
They even convinced their tower leader to cut down evening meetings to continue with their work-life balance.
Hey Praveen, can we have staff meeting every other week rather than every week?
Yes.
Yay!
A typical day at the lab starts with the daily floor stand-up at 9:30 a.m. It's a great opportunity for them to understand how others are doing Pivotal.
We wanted to do today, not this at the end of stand-up, we wanted to check how's the Josh. And I'll say it 3 times and you guys repeat. And we'll start with slow pace and then we'll go to high pitch and then we'll end with Jai Hind, okay? So how is Josh? How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Jai Hind! Jai Hind!
For some time and we'll find nice auspicious day to release the product or movie. Don't make it a Bahubali movie. Nobody, trust me, nobody has patience for a Bahubali release dates anymore. So it's more important that since AI, ML and all this, a lot of people are working on it. We need to be upfront showing them, like how you showed in the road shows, right? You are the one you tell like how we can do it. So go with the passion and make sure we do that.
Yeah, we can showcase few of the use.
They break off for lunch at 1 p.m. At 3:30 p.m. they engage in planking or skipping or other exercise activities. Then they started figuring out things. Some things took a while, like the bathroom faucet.
Hey dude, what are you doing? How's the weather, man?
Oh God, I didn't know, yaar.
Modern.
What do you do when you thought you figured out something and it didn't work?
Yeah, we'll figure it out again. This time we may get it right.
And what would your manager say when you failed the first time?
He's okay with that. So mistakes do happen and we'll get a chance to correct it again.
They continued adopting and experimenting new techniques, CI/CD where applicable, automated deployments wherever possible, self-service with MFT, Pivotal Tracker, writing shorter stories. There is a Dell Talks session every Tuesday at 1 p.m. where teams get to present technical sessions. The Trailblazers presented a session on EIS capabilities.
Customers were really excited to sit here in Pivotal building. It helped us. They provided us a lot of feedback on the positive front, on the negative front too, and we have taken their feedback and we are going to work in order to provide them solutions here.
There is nothing that is off the table. We feel that we can question everything.
We constantly try to question that why something has to be done in a way it has always been done.
They know they have not figured out everything. They understand Pivotal is a constant experiment with learning and unlearning.
Do you think we figured out solution for all the problems?
No.
No. Are we willing to go ahead and figure out the solutions?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the end of 6 weeks, the team got together and attempted to describe in one word their experience in the lab.
Environment.
Learning.
Empowerment.
Innovation.
Quality.
Enrichment.
Mind shift.
Focus.
Experimentation.
Unity.
Collaboration.
Discipline.
For EIS Trailblazers, it is just the start of a journey. They have so far written the first chapter in their story. They have just set the stage. The whole story is yet to be written. This is a team that came to Pivotal Lab because they were nominated. They want to stay in Pivotal and continue because they liked it.